call that you had with the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger.
Yeah, sure.
Given the fact that there are indictments expected to come in that case this summer, is that a call you would make again today?
Who keeps advising him to call this a perfect call? I mean, anytime he talks about it on Truth Social, anytime he does an interview, anytime he's doing a speech, when he brings up the call or anyone brings up the call to Brad Raffensperger, he calls it the perfect call. It just, and here's why. They poll everything. So somewhere in meetings, they're telling him, hey, anytime someone brings up that phone call you made to Georgia asking for those 11,000 votes, you say that was a perfect call. And it's because they know without a shadow of a doubt that their followers believe it. They've envisioned a moment when people are sitting around at Thanksgiving and someone says, man, remember when Trump called Georgia and asked for 11,000 votes? They expect that one of his followers, your drunk uncle, is going to jump up and say, hey, what are you talking about? That was a perfect call. Gosh, but I digress. You know, one thing that I hate about Trump's speeches is that he gets to stand at a podium and spout out lie after lie after lie with absolutely no pushback. The people in the crowd, they just clap and reaffirm all of those lies. So I'm thinking, when CNN has the opportunity to have an interview with him, and he's sitting down with them, and he has a mic, and they have a mic, and he starts spouting out those lies, I expect more pushback. And don't get me wrong. I think, with all of the, disapproval with people thinking that CNN shouldn't have given him a platform, and some of the people don't think that Caitlin Collins did a good job, I disagree. I think within the time constraints that she had and probably of her fear of what might happen, I think she did a good job of at least pointing out when he was lying. But I just want more. I want them to push back and push back and push back. And I don't give a damn if he took his mic off, slammed it on the freaking stage, and then walked off. Because I don't want to allow him to tell these lies when there's absolute proof of the lies. Like, they could have easily said, we're going to stop you right there, Mr. President, or Mr. Former President, or freaking twice impeached, whatever you want to call the guy. We're going to stop you right there. And we're going to roll a clip of something contradicting exactly what you just said. I mean, I just wanted so much more pushback. But check out this video.
Call that you had with the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger.
Yeah, sure.
Given the fact that there are indictments expected to come in that case this summer, is that a call you would make again today?
Yeah, I called questioning the election. I thought it was a rigged election. I thought it had a lot of problems. I had I guess he's Secretary of State. I called. Listen to this. There are like 7 lawyers on the call, many of them from there. We're having a call. We're having a normal call. Nobody said, oh, gee, he shouldn't have said that. Why? If this call was bad, I questioned the election.
You asked him to find you votes.
I didn't ask him to find anything.
You see, right there. When he says, I didn't ask them to find anything, you say, hold up, stop. I'm not going to let you say that because right over here, I have footage of this.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
And then after you play that clip, you make him answer for it. You say, listen, Donald, you just denied saying something. I played proof that you said it. What do you say now? And you make him answer. And I don't care if he gets mad and he storms off the stage. You make him answer for the lie that he literally just told you seconds ago. You don't allow him to filibuster his answer because then he just goes on and tells lie after lie after lie.
We've heard the audio tape, Mr. President. There's an audio of you asking him to find you 11,000
you owe me votes because the election was rigged.
Why is this guy not in jail yet? I mean, he tells a lie that he didn't ask for 11,870 votes and then backs that up with something that's even worse. He thinks it's better to call Brad Raffensperger and say, you owe me votes. No, that's not better than asking for 11,870 votes. I mean, why is this guy not in prison? He is so responsible for everything that happened on January 6th because of the lies that he is told that he should literally not only not be allowed to be running for president, he should be sitting in a freaking prison.
That election was rigged. And if this call was bad election, and when we can't make a call to question election results, then this country ought to just forget about it.
You weren't just questioning the election results.
I was
you were
questioning
asking
the
him
election.
to find you votes. And I should note that there is no evidence of fraud. There is no rigged election in the state of Georgia. I want to get back to the audience, though, Mr. President, because those are false claims you're making about what happened in Georgia.
I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe some of you guys don't think it's a good idea to just harp on him, but I do. I wanted her to wait for the applause to go down. I wanted her to call him out on it. I didn't want her to go back to the audience until she made it perfectly clear to him that he was telling a lie and she wasn't going to allow it to go unnoticed. And this lie about the 11,870 votes, that wasn't the only lie that he told on that call. He also made other just baseless claims that Brad Raffensperger, a Republican, actually called him out on. Check out the rest of the video.
In audio first obtained by the Washington Post of a Saturday phone call, President Trump pressed Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, to change the vote count, citing disproven claims of fraud.
So dead people voted. And I think the number is in the close to 5,000 people.
Georgia recounted its vote multiple times before certifying Joe Biden's victory. Raffensperger, a Republican, fact-checked the president in real time.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong. 2 people that were dead that voted. And so that's wrong.
The hour-long call comes after the Trump campaign lost dozens of legal challenges in several states.
Well, it was, yes, certainly the voice of desperation.
Lawmakers were sworn into the 117th Congress yesterday. A group of Republicans plans to object when a joint session ratifies the electoral count Wednesday.
We have an obligation to the Constitution to ensure that this election was lawful.
The challenge is not expected to change the results.
No publicity stunt that these guys are pulling are going to change that.
I mean, this guy just lies and lies and lies. And every single Republican who was ready to try and overturn the results of that election after 60 court cases, numerous recounts, are all responsible for what happened on January 6th. Again, I thought Caitlin Collins did a good job within the constraints that she probably had, but I just wish more people would push back against this guy's lies in real time every single time. Period.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.